Yo, what's up everybody? It's King Godzilla here, and today I'm gonna teach you how to turn this into this. These are my custom Godzilla and Kong figures. I bought these awesome 3D printed heads from Kojira Designs. I personally ordered them from his Instagram page. You can check out his online store. There's a lot of stuff for your figures. And if you want a specific kaiju head, just send him a DM and let him know which design you want for your figure collection. In this video, I'm going to show you step by step how I paint these heads, how I chose the right colors, and how to get a clean finish that looks close to the official figure paint jobs, and get great results. First, let's start off with Godzilla. This is the pre-evolved Godzilla. I really like the overall paint job on his body, especially the atomic blue spikes. It recreates the scene in the movie when he becomes supercharged and feeds radiation on the nuclear power plant facility and releases his nuclear pulse. I really love the articulation on this figure. You can post almost every segment on his body. But my main problem is the head sculpt. It looks goofy and inaccurate. They could have used a different head mold compared to the 2019 version, but they still used the same head mold again. It's still a good figure though, none of the joints break, and it's still worth having for your Godzilla collection. Now moving on to Kong, the figure itself is really cool and you can do a lot of fun poses with it. It comes with amazing accessories even if the figure itself is just another repaint of the 2021 release. What I like most about this is the translucent act and the paint and shading and dry brushing on this figure. But again, I'm not a fan of the heads. The relaxed face looks soulless and the roaring face is a little better, but still looks kinda goofy. And the main problem with the SH Monsterarts figure is that the fact the prices are high for a figure like this. But overall, it's still a cool figure for your collection. Now I'm going to apply primer. It creates a strong bonding surface so the paint will adhere better. This prevents the paint from peeling off easily and gives a base coat. Increases durability and makes the final paint job more resilient to the figure. Hey everyone, just a quick reminder, prep your area before spraying primer. Lay down newspaper or anything protective. I skipped that before and it left marks on the cutting board. Nothing too bad but still something you don't want happening. So protect your space and you're all good. Now I've finished priming all the custom heads and we need to wait for 24 hours for them to completely dry. This allows the primer to fully cure for maximum hardness and durability. Waiting 24 hours makes sure the primer is properly set so we avoid sticky surfaces, weak paint and adhesion, or any future peeling and cracking. Okay, 24 hours have passed and the primer is fully cured on both Godzilla and Kong heads. Now it's time to paint. For Godzilla, you'll need our black acrylic paint like Apple Barrel, Deco Art, or any high quality brand. Red acrylic paint for the inside of the mouth. You can use Vallejo or Apple Barrel is good. I use model color white paint for the teeth and details. A Citadel Tactless blue paint for the eyes, since this version is a supercharged Godzilla. Alright, for Kong, the paints you need are an Apple Barrel light gray acrylic paint, a light brown acrylic paint, a black paint, and Deco Art's dark brown paint to mix together for the fur. For the face, I mixed light gray and light brown paint together. This will be the first layer of Kong's base tone. I will add a darker brown paint later on. And now let's start painting. So while I'm painting, here's a quick tip for those who love customizing figures. Take your time when layering the paint. You start with light colors first, then slowly add darker tones. That way you will get more natural look for the skin or fur, especially with characters like Kong and Godzilla and other characters. Anyway, I'm just adding more detail and shading here to bring out the realistic look on Kong's face. Always remember, patience is the key. When painting your figures, if you don't take your time, then it is not for you. Maybe some other time. So I add a bit of crazy super glue. Make sure to use the one with the brush because if you don't, it will spill all over the head and ruin the process. Anyway, I will be adding a strong layer for the first layer of the paint so it won't get scratched off. Alright guys, now we're moving on to the second coating of the second layer of paint on Kong's fur. For this layer, I mixed a darker gray on top of the brown base coat to give his fur more depth and shading. This is what makes the texture pop and look way more realistic. In the Godzilla and Kong movies, Kong's fur in his adolescent stage isn't just one flat color. It's actually a mix of dark brown and gray with different tones depending on the lighting and the scene. So for this custom head, I really want to match that look as closely as possible. So right here, I'm going to work on the inside of Kong's mouth. I'm mixing black, red, and just a tiny bit of pink. Using only pure red sometimes makes the mouth look flat and too bright. So adding black gives it depth, and the pink helps it make more look natural and alive. If you're customizing your own figures, always experiment with blending colors. Don't be scared to mix paints. Just make sure what color of paint you want to use for your figure. That's the best way to make your figures look more realistic. Back to Godzilla, I added a second layer of paint on top of the crazy super glue, just to boost the strength of the surface. This gives the paint a tougher and more durable base to hold onto, so the colors will really stay locked in. Now I'll start to add red paint on Godzilla's teeth. I will add Vallejo first, and later on I would add apple barrel paint on it. And now it's finished. Now I'm adding the white paint on Godzilla's teeth. His teeth are small but super sharp looking, so once this white goes in, it really brings out the classic Godzilla snarl. And boom, it's done. Okay, I'm going to paint the teeth of Kong. The paint you'll need to mix is beige and white and light orange to make that bone color look. This part takes patience because the mouth has a lot of curves and details, especially around the gums and the edges of the lips. I'm using a smaller brush here so I can get into all those areas cleanly without messing up the outer fur color. A tip for beginners: always wipe extra paint off your brush before touching the figure. It gives you more control, especially with small details. After painting the base colors, I'm going to wipe or blend out some areas slightly so the transition looks smoother. You don't want to harsh the lines in the mouth, unless it's the teeth or gums. Smooth blending makes it look more natural. Alright guys, now I'm adding the tiny white highlight on the eyes. This tiny dot acts like the white pupil or the eye shine, and it gives them that intense charged look you see in the movies. It's the same effect they get right when Godzilla powers up. Such a small detail the moment you add it. As you can see right now, I'm adding the blue paint to the small spikes on Godzilla's head. The spikes might be very tiny, but once you add the bright blue, the whole figure starts to look way closer to the movie version. If you're doing this at home, do this very slowly on all these small details. They really bring that personality and power of Godzilla. Okay, for Kong's eyes, I'm gonna mix orange and light orange and yellow. And let me tell you, this part took a long patience. Like, seriously, I applied the paint and removed it, reapplied it, and removed it again. Kept messing up because I kept putting the paint on the wrong spot. Kong's eyes are super tiny, and placing the pupils is a really huge challenge because they have to be perfectly aligned. One wrong move, and he looks cross-eyed. So if you're painting your own Kong figure, don't rush it. Take breaks. If you need to, breathe and go slow. When you finally get those pupils right, it feels so satisfying. Alright guys, I'm finally done painting, and here's the result. I still have to wait around 24 hours or less before I can fully seal the paint. But even now, you can already see how big the upgrade is. Look at these custom heads. They look so more accurate compared to the original ones I'm holding. Like, come on! Tell me these don't look way closer to the movie versions. The upgrade is massive. Honestly, the stock heads just never captured the real look of Godzilla and Kong. But these custom ones, they're sharper, more detailed, and 100 times better in every way possible. I'm really proud of how they turned out. No hate to SH Monsterarts, but yeah, you guys can definitely do better with the head sculpts. So we've reached the end of this custom, and I'm really happy with how everything turned out. This whole process, from priming the heads, layering the colors, and painting the eyes, and fixing small errors, taught me a lot. It's not easy, but the final result will always feel rewarding. Customizing figures is a mix of technique and creativity, and the results depend on time, focus, and experimenting. If you're into customizing figures like me, remember, go slow, experiment with shades, and enjoy the process. It's okay to mess up sometimes. That's how you learn. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, drop a comment, and subscribe for more Godzilla and Kong and more content videos. Tell me which kaiju you want to customize next in the future. See you in the next one.